Hello everybody, and welcome to another week of the SPL Analysis show with Hayzer. My name's Hayzer and I'm your host of the SPL Analysis show. Words are hard. And this week we're going to be talking about Week 9. Week 9, we're going to call it the Janitor Week. Because it was all sweeps, you know? For our YouTube viewers, I already made that joke. That makes it twice as funny. Easier. So yeah, we're going to start off with Dig versus Trifecta. Dig versus Trifecta. What we're really going to say about it, to be honest. What we're going to say about it. It was Dig versus Trifecta. Everyone knew what was going to happen. No one was really surprised at what did happen. Trifecta have this habit of just being like, how fucked can we make Ducky? How much trouble can we put Ducky in every single game with our draft? And how's it going to go? And this one they decided to give Variety Achilles. They put in Osiris against it. Osiris has had a lot of good play recently. On the other side, let's have a look at the picks. Hurry joining on this fucking Afro train. This makes me sick, by the way. This whole Afro thing that's going on. This would never happen if I was still in the SPL. I'd fucking stamp this shit out. To be fair, Zalia did bring back the Afro meta at one point when I was playing. But, fuck Afro, dude. Fuck healers. Ducky is actually such a good player. I agree. Ducky has been real good lately. Anyway, this is the game one drafts. Drafts-wise, yeah, who gives a shit? It doesn't really matter, to be honest. With Trifecta, it just feels like they're going to lose. Inevitably. Is my opinion on it. I'm sorry. But it just is until they prove otherwise. Until they play against a team that isn't LG and look like they're going to win. Oh no, dog. Oh no. Anyway, let's get into some clips. We'll look at some clips. Guess what happened in the games? Weekend got first blood. Tell me if you've seen this one before. Weekend getting first blood for Trifecta. Nice dual lane gank. Rexy is the one who goes down. Probably should have gone full screen there. My bad. What else happened in this game? Oh, this was a sick dive. This was just a cool little dive. Juggle of aggro between Variety and Cubo. So we'll have a look at that. Nice ult by Ducky. He plays it pretty well. Look at this. Cubo even dodging out. Variety re-aggroing the tower and getting the kill. Pretty neat stuff. Are they blue team, red team there? Double kill from Variety. You just don't really... Look at that. You don't really want to give him Achilles. He's pretty good. This Variety guy. He's pretty solid. He does really well in this game in particular. And then Ataraxia, like, this was just a clip that... I don't make these clips, so we missed the first two kills here. Kind of unfortunate, but... I think it was a double kill for Variety and a triple kill for Nate to end the game. And anyway, that was game one. Not a lot to talk about. How do I get the POVs? I get them from Hi-Res. Ovrin gives me them. She's a very nice lady. Anyway, game two. Let's have a look at the drafts. It's Nate. Oh, I thought Nate was picking his nose for a second there. That would have been a great shot. I'm kind of sad. Next time I'll try and get a nice still shot of Nate picking his nose. I think that would be ideal. Is Discordia the worst mage in the game? Nah, she has her place. Who's the worst mage in the game? Is it Anubis? Still? Always seems to be. Kukulkan, maybe. Kukulkan is real bad. Kumba's not a mage. Baron's not that... Baron's kind of bad. Yeah, Baron is kind of bad. Vulcan? Vulcan is bad, but he's not quite that bad. Why do they keep picking Osiris top 3? I think it's because it kind of popped off last week, right? PK were playing it, and Belair was playing it, and it was looking really strong. And I think didn't Fine play it as well? I think there were 3 different solo laners last week played it really well. Like Deathwalker was picking it top 2 every game. So yeah, everyone last week looked really strong on the Osiris. I guess it's something that's come back into the meta. And Variety like, Variety has played solo for a long time, right? He's been around. There was the Osiris Bellona meta a while ago, like early season 4. It was when we won the Spring Masters, right? Obey with Maniac, because he was a fucking beast at both those picks. So people get used to it. Death is probably the best Osiris player Smite's had. Yeah, he's pretty good at it. I would say that Maniac was actually better. Maniac was so good. He brought it into the meta. But yeah, Deathwalker's mad good at Osiris as well. So yeah, I think that's why we're seeing it make a return. Game 2, draft-wise, who gives a shit? There's a Shibalanke, cool. Terra again. This is weird. Dig always picked Terra with something that procs the passive really well. And this time they didn't, which is a little bit different. So that's a neat thing. I guess they have the Uller. This was Uller mid, by the way. Hurry showing another god that he hasn't really shown before. Hurry showed both Afro and Uller in this set, which I found kind of surprising. Again, maybe it's me overthinking things. Oh, I didn't show this, by the way. Oh no, that's a different clip. Don't worry about it. I don't want to show that. Cool. Yeah. Does Crusher proc Terra ult? Yeah, any ticks of damage do. So Crusher with Uller can proc it. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, anyway, game 2. Guess what happened? Trifecta got first blood! There they go. They hit Arax end of the tower. Ionic goes down to the tower, but, you know, the one support you can kind of get away with that on. Pretty neat stuff by them. Nice dive. But who gives a shit? Here's some nice play from Hurry on the Uller, by the way. Just doesn't really miss. We can try his best to juke. He just gets... Let's watch that again. Hurry doesn't really get props very much on this team, especially not for his mechanics when he's playing alongside, you know, like I feel like everybody on this team gets a lot more props than Hurry, and he deserves it for this play. This play is pretty fucking sick. Hurry with an A. That was sick. That was sick by Whirlwind. And I think that's all the highlights I've got from this game. It was boring. This was a boring set. And the highlights this week kind of sucked. Here's a picture of Harry. Harry, this is Harry. The little giggle. I'm pulling it out. I'm pulling the tight out. Pull it out. The little chuckle. I love it. I love the chuckle. Anyway. Game 3. We'll have a look at the Game 3 draft. Again, I get these drafts, right, for the like games that don't matter. And like, who cares? Again, they showed some new stuff though, which is interesting. Like, I don't know if Who games done? Do you mean Team Visa? No, Team Visa games are still to come. This is the first game we've gone over. The first set we've gone over. Hello, Trippo. Anyway. So, Game 3 draft. Again, who gives a shit? But again, interesting that Dig show stuff. They gave up the Achilles again. Again, just like giving Ducky the hardest time they possibly can seems to be the way they like to go. Chuckle a sub notification? I don't know. Hey, Okeanos. Scylla for Laspra. Oh no, dog. Wait, was this the game? No, it's in the next set. But Scylla for Laspra, like, why are you picking fucking Scylla, man? What's the point in picking Scylla here? How does it make sense? You've got a Yorm support, and so the Erlang can kind of set up for you. The Yorm can't set up for you. The Erlang's the only one who can, and that's your jungler. No, I haven't done that, unfortunately, but there is other stuff I've done. Yeah, I think maybe Dig were just trying out new things rather than showing new things, but I would think scrims are a better space for that. I hope. Maybe they're trying to throw other teams off. Who knows? Maybe it's a fucking 200 IQ play. Jorm knock up into Scylla, it's not long enough for a real good Scylla play, to be honest. Like, it's really telegraphed and competitive as well. So, yeah, the Scylla pick. Scylla's... You need peel if you want to play Scylla, in my opinion. You need both peel and setup. Like, you don't want to play... Scylla's not going to be able to run away on her own. If she gets this fucking Pele on her, they picked it into Pele. If this Pele goes on her at any point, she just fucking dies, right? She tries to 3 away, the Pele ults after her, the Pele kills her. She tries to 3 away as the Pele walks in, the Pele blinks after her, she ults and tries to run, and she still dies because the Pele can just chase her down. How bad does your team have to be to go 1-8 on Jorm? That was a good clip. They did ban the Afro, which good job, Trifecta. Fuck Afro. Get that god the fuck out of the game. But yeah. Anyway, guess what happened in game 3? Oh god, that's loud. Guess what happened in game 3? You got a 2v2, well 2v1 in the solo lane. I think Variety misplayed here, by the way. I think he fucked up, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Trifecta get first blood. Go Trifecta. Surely this will be the time when they convert on their first blood. Surely. No, they lost 3-0. They got first blood in every game. Look at that from last round, by the way. Like, this is god-awful. They're trying to lock down Hurry on a Terra. Even if the Scylla ult hits, I don't think he dies, because Scylla ult at level 5 does no damage. He's just dodging around, Laspra sitting in his ult, and he dies to a fucking Terra punch. That's just god-awful. Sorry, Laspra, but it is. This is much better. This was a better clip. Look at this. This is the one way that they're going to make this work. Hurry being a bit of an idiot overstaying there. But a nice blink in by Weekend sets up for Laspra. They get the kill. Good shit. Here we go. Cuvo Fred gets onto Laspra. This is what I was talking about. Look, he threes away. Oh, no, I'm going to ult and run away. Oh, no, you're not. You're just going to die. You're just going to die. Cuvo played pretty well on the Pele for me. I enjoyed watching him. Again, like, what is he what are you doing here? I'm sorry, I don't want to harp on at Laspra, but he's someone who I like a lot and have a lot of respect for. And I feel like he's really not playing up to his potential at all. He's picking poorly, he's playing poorly. And yeah, that's, I don't know. Same story as always for Trifecta. A little bit worse than before, I'd say. I think they've fallen apart a bit more than they had previously. They get first blood a lot, and it used to be that they would do well for like 10 minutes maybe. They would do well for like 10 minutes, and now they don't even manage that. They manage like 4 minutes, and then they start losing, and they never look like winning. That's the issue for me at the moment with this Trifecta team. Before, they looked like winning, I think. And this week we'll see more of them. In fact, we'll go into the Trifecta versus Renegade matchup next. But again, it was another set where they just... You wish Laspra was playing jungle this season? I don't know. I've said it before, I'll say it again. He wouldn't... There's no evidence to say he would be better than Weekend has been in jungle. Weekend's been really good. So yeah, I don't know. You can maybe argue that he would be better than... Mollusk, is that it? Like, Mollusk even, I rated Mollusk above him previously. Yeah, Weekend's really stepped up. He's been really good. You guys see my tweet, by the way? That was a fucking good tweet. The one about the Trifecta and the threes. Did you see that they've changed their names on Twitter, by the way? Ah, it's fucking great. They've changed their name on Twitter to, like, Wowie with a 3 and, you know, Lesbra. And like, I'm really glad that they didn't get upset at me about that, to be honest. Like, big ups to them for, you know, having a thick skin, being able to laugh at yourself a little bit. I like that. Because, you know, they could have been tilted by that. And that's something that I worry about with these streams. So if you're a pro player and you're watching this back, or watching this right now, or whatever, and you think, you know, Hayzer's being a dick, why is he like this? I'm sorry. I'm trying not to be a dick. I'm trying just to be honest. But, you know, sometimes you gotta say what you feel. Sometimes you just gotta say what you feel. Hayzer with a 3. Get me in the team. MLC Stealth replied. I thought that was great. MLC Stealth with a 3 in his name. I was like, oh, superb. Anyway, let's talk about the other Trifecta set. And this one's not really about Trifecta. There was some cool stuff, though, from Trifecta, actually. This one in particular, this game 1 draft, I thought was neat. Let's go over to here so you guys can actually see it. That'd be good. Also, I need to remember to move my face. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I think I'm going to move my face to the top left. Alright, let me know if this is awful in any way, shape, or form. I'm sorry that I haven't fixed this. I should have. I apologize. Can we just get a black bar? No, I can't be bothered. It's unlucky on that one. But this draft was kind of neat. Ducky played... Again, Ducky getting put into trouble, right? They're like, fuck it. Just give them King Arthur. And Ducky picks the Nox solo, and it looked great. At points of the game, it looked really good, really impressive. Draft-wise, again, Discordia for last round, fine with. Hachiman, the comp's kind of weird. I think, I don't know, I get the comp. So what you want to do with this comp kind of is you want to Circuit ult or Circuit control a frontliner into Nox combo, Nem ult and blow them up, or Nem ult someone who gets Nox 2-1s, and then maybe Disco Apple them, and you want to kill frontline, right? That's kind of the plan. But on the other side, the comp that Team Visa had here, I think there's a lot of disrupt as well. Like if you group up to try and pick off an Achilles or a King Arthur, there's a Bats coming through, there's Poseidon with his ult, there's Sol with her 2 ult. The Visa comp is really, really good. There was maybe 1 or 2 times that the combo came off. But yeah, let's start it off. It started with Dardes coming in with the first blood. And I think this kind of set the scene. Like Dardes looking super comfortable, despite it being their first game. Ionic playing poorly again, by the way. Throwing that out there. Ionic has not been good. Oh, by the way, right. So something that you'll notice over these kind of sets is I do not think that people should be giving Nika King Arthur. I think that a lot of players have fallen off with King Arthur since the recent changes. But holy shit, dog. Does Nika look good on King Arthur? Like, just watch the way he threads his ability. It reminds me of, like, the way I thought about when I saw Variety play King Arthur. We've not really seen him on it a lot since then. But yeah. Let's go. This is just, like, pretty basic, but he uses his one to switch stance, and he hits it for the first blood. Cool stuff. I closed my clips. Oh, this was an overextension from him. This was cool. This kind of showed the potential. Don't know why Nika dashes forward here. I think he's trying to bait for Cherry. Cherry, I don't think got the kill there either. Ducky stole the Oni Fury with his ult. That was neat. We can look at that. Bam! Nice steal. Nice steal, Ducky. Ducky played well in general. I've been really impressed with Ducky over the last few weeks. Since like week 2, he's really stepped it up, basically. He's been really good. Look at that from Cherry, though. Beads, double ult on the backliners, blows up Lastbra. This basically guaranteed his team the FG and the game. Weekend has to beads out the King Arthur ult, and here we go. Cherry comes in, get pushed back into the bat. So, and then they spam taunt him. You can hear Funball there. I don't know. I was maybe speaking over it. We'll play it again so you guys can hear it. Spam taunting Weekend. I really dislike the fact that we've seen both Weekend and Wowie start taunting in games. It annoys me a bit. I think it's just like embarrassing, to be honest. You can't taunt when you're not winning. Look at this, by the way. Look at how fucking good Nika is at this god. He's really good at this god. Throwing that out there, and then we'll look at a little... I like this little giggle from Funball.
Let's go, boys. First game.
I don't know what he stole with his one. Oh, it's this. So that is from game 2. So anyway, I should really have 2 windows for this. Game 2 draft. Let's have a look. Who cares? Again, they're like, you know what we should do? We should give Nika King Arthur again. And again, Ducky handled the lane well, but I think that Nika was too good on this King Arthur later in the game. Funball picking up the Jing Wei, looked absolutely superb on it. We've got a Kronos in the mid lane. We've not seen a lot of that from Dardes. Daji in the jungle from Cherry. Like, you just, like, a lot of cards that they're clearly really comfortable on from Team Visa, which is pretty neat. But can it be argued that taunting is a legitimate strategy to tote your opponents? I would say that it's never worked for the boys on Trifecta. And it's never going to work for me. I think you need the respect of your peers a little bit more, and you're not going to earn that by taunting like that. I don't know. I just think that I think that when you haven't won a set and you're taunting after getting kills, and then you lose the game, and they stand on top of your body and they taunt you, I think it taunts you a lot. It tilts you a lot more than it's going to tilt them. They're just going to be like laughing it off. They're like, ah, these shitters want to taunt us. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think they should be doing it. For me, I think it's bad. Oh, Vulcan, by the way. This Vulcan pick, fucking garbage. This is Trifecta, by the way. This makes me think that Trifecta came in with like a plan. They're like, let's draft this stuff. And what they did throughout the draft was they just kept picking to draft this stuff, regardless of what was on the other side. So you look at, you know, Arthur, knock-up immunity, Jingwei has the 3 off the knock-up. You got Terra, knock-up immunity. Kronos, Vulcan's actually alright into. He is kind of fast though, so he's kind of difficult to hit, to be honest. And then Daji comes in last pick. This wasn't picked before the Vulcan, but again, like, it just looks so fucking bad. They take the bats away from Cherry. I mean, whatever, man. They've got Ganesh for setup, I guess. The GF Secure isn't one of the clips. I'm afraid it's the first clip. It's the first clip. Do I have comms of Picks and Mens? No. I'm not sure if anyone has them. I would like to think that nobody outside of the teams has them, because that would be bad. Yeah. Let's go over here. Here we go. Look at this. Beads from Funball. No name. Look at that. So far off. So far off from securing it. And then they get fucking chased down. And this is where the game snowballs. It was 0-0 at that point. Well, let's watch it again. Look, 0-0. Game's pretty even. Trifecta slightly in the lead. Oh, way through. I think Trifecta could beat LG. That was dreadful. Truly dreadful. And that was kind of the game. They missed the Ganesh on GF. Let's have a look again. No, it was on it, wasn't it? No, it's def. It must have been on it. There's no way they missed it. It's just that Ionic tried to back out to silence the ADC so they could secure. He pulled Gold Fury away from his team. Did he pull it off of it? He pulled it off of the Ganesh ult. Lashbra throws his ult way too late because he wasn't there when they pulled it. Gold Fury's moving about. Wowie, I don't think dashes to secure, which he maybe should have, and just sacrificed his life. Nice beads by Funball. I don't think he even needed the beads. He steals it. The Terra walls went down as well. And yeah. That's fucked. And from there... No, the Ohm was in range at first, but he backed off to go back towards it. From there, Funball controlled this game, by the way. We haven't seen a Funball like this in a long time. A long, long time. He was a fucking beast. Look at him. Look at him go. I mean, he ends up going down to Wowie in that clip, but he's fucking sick. Nika on the King Arthur again. Let's have another look at him. I just really like watching a good King Arthur player. I think he's one of the most... I don't know. He just looks really nice. One thing to note is that Nika went blink on King Arthur pretty consistently. That's interesting. Why Nika got to play King Arthur? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like teams felt like they have to ban other stuff out. We'll go over the other games at the end. Oh shit! This is the next game. We should talk about the draft for the next game then, shouldn't we? Who cares about the draft? Trifecta first pick Yorm. Give open the King Arthur again. Like fuck it, just give him it. 3 games in a row. Nika has to show nothing. This game we see Dardes on the AMC. He looked fucking insane on that. Terra this time has a lot of combo. Hey Wolfie, how you doing, man? But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's that good in a Willix game. Again, I kind of feel like this is where Trifecta have... Maybe this was more reactionary. I don't know. Because the Cripple's pretty good against a Willix, but then again, a Willix, if she gets her 2 off, can immune... Pos skills, can immune Bat Salt pretty well. Stuff like that. Who should I root for tomorrow? We'll get on to that at the end. I'm not sure who to root for in any day. I don't know. The only team I guess I root for is Team Visa, because they're all EU, right? Team Visa and PK, even though PK have an Australian coach. But always support the PK. Always support the Team Visa guys. Fuck, words are hard. Anyway, not rooting for Nate. I always root for Nate. I'm not picking sides. Anyway, again, like draft-wise, I don't think it really matters, but I don't think you should be giving Nika King Arthur 3 games in a row. Again, this is mistakes that Trifecta have made fairly consistently, I feel like, from the first week, where they put Ducky, or was it week 2? It was week 1 or week 2, where they put Ducky on King Arthur 3 times in a row against Belair and the SK boys, against the Kama, and they got smacked in every single one because they invaded the first blue, and they didn't know how to play around it. I do these for just SPL? Yeah, just SPL. But yeah, I feel like Trifecta really need to work on their drafting. I feel like they don't know what they're doing. And it's fine if you wanna just practice Ducky playing against these OP picks and maybe get other picks that you think are more worthwhile. That's great. Oh, this was your mid, by the way, wasn't it? This was the Yorm mid game. I feel like it did nothing, if I remember correctly. Let's get into clips. Like, I think Cherry got first blood. Like, this is so weird. Why is Ionic here? Why is he level 1? He just gets run down by Cherry. He's just sitting backpedaling away from him. I don't know. I was excited to see Ionic back in the SPL, and I think he's been really disappointing, honestly. Look at this. Weakened Juke's back into the overhead smash there, I think. And then Ducky tries to fight it out, ends up going down as well. Pretty messy. Funball, this was Wowie with both relics up. Tries to walk out of the whirlpool. Let's have a look. Maybe he doesn't think Funball has enough mana. I don't know. That's fucking terrible. Getting soloed, failing to use... Oh, there was something somebody said where there was like a reset in this game, maybe? Yeah, I thought that was what it is, J Gaming, but he leveled POS 1 over POS 2. It's better for the full combo, isn't it? But yeah, I guess he did. It's better for one-shots, like it just is. Look at that damage. Busted. But yeah, pretty bad. Well, I think there was something... Yeah, the binds got reset. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Words are fucking hard. I'm not sure if that really happened. That was something that somebody was saying. What else happened? Funball again. Fucking useless fat elephant. This is what everyone should do against Ganesh. Ganesh is a shit god, I think. I wish he wasn't picked by people who are much better at the game than me so that I could continue to shit on him even though he got buffed. I fucking hate that god. Spec crash in game 2, that's what it was, yeah. Oh, that's why I don't have so many clips for game 2, because the spectator clashed. I forgot. How did I forget? Dardes. Look at Dardes, even when he misses his stingers, he hits them. What a beast. But Dardes does look really impressive over the 2 sets on the AMC. And Funball on the POS. Let's have a look. Gets the Kraken again onto Wowie. Nothing he can really do about it. Double kill for Funball. And yeah, that's this set. Overall thoughts from that set. Trifecta still kind of suck. As we said in the Dig set. Kind of suck. What are we saying? Who's highly valued by Dig Rival? Who are we chatting about? Anyway, AMC. Oh, AMC, yeah. I was talking... Yeah, AMC is pretty cool god. Pretty cool god. After PK set, we know if they're a mid or top team. Yeah, I think so too. Let's do SK vs Splyce. Let's talk about this. Because we want to contrast these two SK sets, kind of. The Trifecta sets I don't think really matter. I want to kind of look at the SK sets and how they went. Put these down. Put these down. Took these screenshots in different places, obviously. Anyway. What's going on here? Let's, first of all, let's cop the outfits. How are we feeling about these ones? I think Toli's looking sharp. I don't really love the green-brown thing going on. Fucking shitty god. Can somebody get rid of this bitch from my screen? Yeah. Hello, GPM. Get used to seeing her. I don't want to say. Is that, how do you pronounce, Emily, how do I, is it Jupiem? Jupiem? Ju? I must know. I don't know how to pronounce it. I didn't realize you changed. Jupiem. Jupmm. I've lost the track. I've lost track of what's going on. Sorry, YouTube video. Sorry, YouTube viewers. If you're watching this, I'm just trying to figure out how to say someone in my chat's name. Anyway, SK versus Splyce. Next set to talk about. Splyce's first set with their new roster. And you could tell. You could tell is what we'll say about that one. Obviously, the roster change in case you've been under a rock or whatever. Moswell kind of like retiring and leaving. The SPL going back home. And Sino choosing to leave the Splyce roster because it was a toxic environment is basically what we've heard. There was a lot of arguing. And in came Ven in the mid lane. And Scream in the jungle. Yeah, this was a good one because on Bet365, I don't know how much you guys know about gambling, but SK were 3.25 to 1. I want to say it was 3.25 to 1 on the fucking odds, and I was like, hell yeah, give me £20 on that motherfucker. And SK came through and fucking gave me the money. And I think Bet365 got absolutely destroyed. So good job then. Bet365, if you're watching this, I'm available for setting your odds. Anyway, draft-wise, let's have a look. So you've got Belair on his classic Kama. Herc was a highly contested pick in this set. We saw Aurora start off the Herc picks, kind of looking great. And also, I think it's really good into Yorm, which is a prioritized pick on the other side. I liked some of the stuff going on in this Splyce draft, but I think there was too much, right? So, Herc and Kama and Circuit, right, are your frontliners for SK. They're really hard to lock down. I know the Circuit wasn't picked. But they're really hard to lock down, and so I quite like the Nox there to kind of bring them down. And then you've got Afro and Solo, which kind of brings sustain. And you've got the Yorm and I think there's some neat elements to this draft, but altogether there's just too much going on. And then the Achilles ADC. It must have been something that Cyclone have been practicing. I think that this might be slightly to do with the fact that Divios doesn't really seem to play Warriors or the meta picks right now. Like, I don't think we've seen him on a King Arthur. We've not seen him on an Achilles. We've not seen him on an Osiris, a Bellona. Like, we've not really seen him on any of the top meta solo laners, you know. I think that maybe could be the reason we see it go over to ADC in this case. I'd rather see it in the jungle, but maybe Scream hasn't had a chance to really practice it. We've seen Divios in 2 sets now, James Charles, but he hasn't played a warrior in any of the 5-8 games they've played, right? I don't think he's played a single warrior in 8 games. Whereas every other solo laner is pretty much playing warriors exclusively, which I think, you know, I don't think it's unfair to extrapolate from that he might be the one who's saying, I don't want to play this shit. And we see him on mages and guardians still. And yeah, he's never really been a warrior player, which is fine, but I think it's not his meta right now if that's the case. So he should get working on that. That's the way I feel. There's a couple players who aren't playing the solo lane dominant gods, like the really meta ones. And I think that, well, we'll see Achilles get nerfed soon. King Arthur's been brought back into line. So I think it'll be much more reasonable soon. But at the same time, I think you're seriously handicapping your team if you want to play them. So yeah, draft-wise, as I was saying, I like this draft. Bits of it, I think, work really well together. Like, I think Nox is a pretty smart mid-pick. At times, you know, I think it could be really good. Like, there seems to be a meta right now of picking frontliners who are really mobile and hard to kill. You see a lot of Circuit. You see quite a lot of Terra who gets quite hard countered by Nox. You see a lot of Herc, Yorm, you know, Kama and Solo, really hard to lock down. Achilles, like, he can dodge about in fights. And so I think Nox is a cool pick to have. Arthur as well, yeah. I think Nox is a cool pick to have in your wheelhouse Neja support, yeah, another one. To kind of lock people down and bring them down. But I think this comp was just a bit too much, a bit all over the place. And yeah, I don't know. Let's have a look at what happened in this set. Belair, this was a cool little... It's 1-0 to Splyce at this point, by the way. So Splyce 1-0 up, but down 2k gold. SK are really good at farming in the early game. I don't know if everybody's noticed that yet. They're superb at kind of invading early buffs. Sam and Neil especially are just around at the perfect times. They kind of seem to rally their team together. But anyway, before this happened, by the way, Belair got spotted walking in here, walked away, right? Turned around and saw that he was no longer being watched and walked back behind the tower, which was pretty cool. So yeah. Nice stuff from... What the fuck? What's going on down here? It's not full screen. There you go. Let's go to game 2. Game 2. Clip 2. Oh, this was sick. Look. Neil forces out the beads. And then the push back. Like, how fucking good is he at Hercules? Let's watch this again. Hello? Can this be full screen? Thank you. Look at this. Right, so blink, push. That got the beads from Cyclone. No. Did Cyclone have beads? I think that got the beads. Let's listen. I got the ult from Divios, right? It's fucking sick. And then look at this. The ult wears off. Neil turns around, pulls him back in. The double stun from Zap. And the kill comes out as well. That was fucking nasty. I love that shit. The production quality of the streams has not increased at all. It's never going to increase. Belair just running down the Nox. Nice Aegis, but you're dead. It's kind of a Zapman Aegis against the team that Zapman's on. Oh, this was cool. This was a cool little play. Let's watch this properly. So if you look at what Sam does with the Circuit ult here, he kind of positions himself to block the Pele ult to stop her ulting away. So look at this. That was fucking neat as hell. I don't know if at the top, really top level, Circuit is considered kind of a counter to Pele. I could see it. How good these players are. Been through who? Camox? We've been through one of the sets, but we haven't been through the SK set yet. Scream was kind of popping here. I think I put this in just to show that Scream, you know, still does look like a good player despite not being in the SML. He looked really strong in the SML. And here we go. Here's Neil again. This is a sick pull, by the way, and he turns to peel for his team, which I love. That did a lot of damage. Kind of busted. And we got a little Paul double kill. This is again, I think this is sick from, yeah, this is sick from Sam. I don't know if you can see that properly, but look at this taunt from Sam. Dashes in to get the double taunt to sap his team. Fucking sick. Then he'll be glad he missed that 2 to get the 2-man 3 to pick up the double kill. Sick stuff. From this, I think this is just Belair being kind of happy. A little giggle. There's Vinny in the background having a laugh as well. Love to see it. Shout out to Vinny. Good man.
Just came over and we killed people and we still live.
I just needed an ult in that one. That was like our fight back in the one where I didn't ult. I thought I could wait like an extra. I shouldn't have.
Kind of feel like I shouldn't have that. To be honest, like post-game chat amongst your team, I feel like I really shouldn't really have access to that. But oh well, I do for now. Anyway, go over to game 2. Wait, what was the TOS? Still TOS. Oh, look at them smiling away. I like Taco's outfit here, by the way. We've been a little bit critical of Taco's outfits in recent weeks, but I think this one, classy, kinda modern, you know. I'm a fan. You love Taco's Hawaiian outfits? I don't like them. Not a fan. I think Taco's analysis is okay. What I'd say. That's what I'll say. I think her analysis is okay. Can't see Taco's huge biceps. Can't win when it comes to her choice of apparel. I think it would be alright if she didn't. Because it goes from like fully casual Hawaiian shirt dad on the beach vibe to something else very quickly. Which is strange. SK have a coach. I think they maybe did pick someone up. I can't remember who. Does anyone in chat know? I'm not certain. There's no one-to-one equivalent for suits. No, Kassir is the Trifecta one. I think they have a coach. I don't think... It's not Sanjo, is it? Yeah, Sanjo was the old SK coach. There's no way. I think it's someone else. Any, Hey, Dimmy. Someone from OCE? Oh, is it Sharks? It's not Sharks, is it? I don't know. Sanjo was a coach? Yeah, Sanjo was coach for SK. Do you not remember his, Oh, Chuckalomio. Is it Chuckalomio? Maybe. OCE is a coach special. I love it. Team Vegas struggled to move, so no way they get a coach. They could get a coach who coached from elsewhere. But the thing is, like, would their org pay them? But I know that they don't at the moment. And I think that, Cherio kind of functions as a coach anyway. That dude works fucking hella hard. Right, let's talk about game 2. Sorry, I've been kind of off topic for a sec here. We saw Paul on the Hebo again. Belair got the Achilles this time. They decided to go back to a more kind of normal start this Splyce. They put Cyclone on the Jing, but then they picked Cabra, Afro as their next 2 picks, and Nox again in the bottom 2. So they've kind of, this game, am I thinking back to coach? Nah, I don't have time. I would maybe do the occasional event or something. I don't know. It's hard. I don't want to answer that question right now. It's too much pressure, dude. I love Smite. I love being involved in Smite, but I also really enjoy my life at the moment. It's really nice having to not work 2 jobs. It's like refreshing. Yeah, I don't know. I think this draft is better than the first one from Splyce. And it's you know, it looks like it should work to me, to be honest. And I think that might be the issue, is that Splyce are still picking these really high execution comps that they would have pulled off with their old roster, because they have like incredible team synergy. That roster, that old Splyce roster, had some of the best kind of team play that we've seen in a long time. And I think they still kind of draft like they have that. Like, some of the stuff they could do with this draft would be really neat. Like, they Cabra wall someone in and Nox to them, and maybe even kiss them to stun them in it. Like, there's a lot of neat stuff they could do with it, but I just feel like they're just not quite there yet. And maybe later on they could get a lot better. We shall see. On the other side, we got Paul on Hebo. This was this set, actually, not even just this game. This set was a fucking Neilma and Sam show for me. Neilma and Sam played fucking sick in this set. They're two of the, I think Neil especially, and I think Sam as well to a lesser extent, get like less of the credit on this team. People have looked at Belair as stepping up recently. Zap's always Zap. Paul is that monster in the mid lane. But fucking hell, dude. Neilma on the Sylvanas especially, like, Oh, and the Herc, right? The pulls he was getting, we showed some of them in the clips previously, but holy shit, dude. He was so good. Neil, I hope, went home and had a nice beer if he's of age. I'm sure he can have a beer anyway. Oh, that's one thing. Right, I was wholly off topic. But remember, did you guys see the whole phase thing with the Tfue guy? And they were like, yeah, he was encouraged to drink while underage in the phase. Like, fuck off, man. Fuck off. You can't drink until you're 21 in the States. Go to hell. Fucking stupid country. Anyway, back to where we were. This comp is really standard, really super standard from SK. I don't think we'd seen the Erlang jungle too much for Sam up to now, but it was a Nito. But yeah, let's go into the clips for game 2. What's the last clip of game 1? Oh, oh, what the? Oh, that was the clip I probably shouldn't have shown. Oh, yeah. So this is the issue with the Splyce comp, by the way. You know how everybody knows how SK play. They play fucking balls to the wall, and they beat you in the first 20 minutes most of the time. if they're gonna beat you, they're gonna win in the first 20 minutes. That's when they look their best. And you've drafted Afro, you've drafted Kabrakin, you've drafted Nox, right? Let me quickly. Sorry, I know you guys were hoping that I'd shut up for a bit and we get back into the actual clips, but no. One thing that this comp is not good at is defending invades. When you know where everyone's coming from, you know everybody coming in. This comp is not going to do well. That's the issue for me with this. Like, how do you stop invades with this comp? Ying can maybe fly over to the solo side of the map. That's the only aspect in which it's good. Nox is much better in a lane, in my opinion, rather than everybody organized walking in. Like, Nox is going to get forced out before a buff's going to get contested, basically. Rat, again, like, Rat's good when he's ganking side lanes, coming in as a surprise. Afro, what the fuck's she going to do when her blue buff gets invaded by fucking Achilles, Erlang, Sylvanas, like... I don't know. And Cabra's a lot better at locking people in. And I don't know, there's just nothing really to do with invades with this comp, which I think is an issue with Splyce's comp. They haven't really thought it through, in my opinion. So yeah. Aurora goes down for first blood. And yeah, get used to seeing this area of the map, because in a second, we'll see the exact same thing for the second kill. Look at this, same spot, Divios level 1. At 126, and he uses his Aegis. He chose not to go TP. He ended up going Talaria to get back to the lane instead, and he goes down as well. But anyway, yeah, big lead on the solo side of the map to start off this game. This is fucking sick, by the way. Look at this. Scream level 9, Zap level 11. You know, the duo lane solo farm's good. Cyclone's got a bit of a lead. The game in general is slightly in SK's favor, but Splyce have kind of fought back into it. And Zap does this shit. This is fucking... He's such an alpha male, dude. He's such a fucking alpha male. Look at him go! Get the fuck out of my lane, you rat bastard. That's what Zap's saying right there. You know what? Zap's just like, yeah, I got him. That's all he would say there. That's classic Zap. But I love to see Zap back at his best. Back where he's supposed to be. I scream, you rat bastard. ADC farm, yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, look at this, Neil popping, as we discussed at the start. So Divios, Paul had already picked off Scream at this point. Divios about to go down. Neil just turns around, he's like, alright, you guys got him. Pulls in Aurora, locks him down. And they pick up the kill there. Sick stuff from him. Zap has been solid, yeah, I think he's been solid. Yeah, for a wee while. Anyway, Cyclone back on a Hunter. Looks pretty good. I liked it a lot more than I did the Achilles. That's a crit. Poor Paul, man. A lot of crits come through in this clip. Zap again, being Zap man, bringing down Ven. Ven maybe could have played a bit more careful there, dash down instead of dashing in. He probably would have been fine. He's called Ratatosker, Cammy. Come on, give me a break. Oh, and this one, I don't know. Like, so I was gonna get this from YouTube, but there's been an issue with the Smite VOD YouTube, right? There's an issue because they've been uploading too many videos or something and they're getting like spam filtered. But in this clip, like Zap kind of baited Cyclone in a bit, healed up with his assy passive on the wave. And then comes in like, I don't know, this was really sick from Zap. He baited Cyclone to a T. Cyclone, a player, by the way, I think it's super uncharacteristic of Cyclone to get baited. I always thought he was like, kind of a Nate style hunter, Ataraxia, sorry, if you guys don't know. I think they play pretty similar in that they're both like really sick in team fights and they farm it up. But then he gets kind of baited here, which is uncharacteristic, maybe showing a bit of frustration. Didn't get a crit there as well. I think he had crit. I don't think he got any. It's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, he goes down and let's have a look. The last clip is a Neilma one. 13 to 12. I think this is when the game just kind of turned. Another sick pull. Sam picks up the kill. Ven, I think, is dying under the tier 2 there as well.
I'm the most fed part on the map, but we're choosing not to fight.
I should really just not show these.
That game.
I was at the back end.
The mid thing though, like.
I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna turn it off. I don't like showing them. What was I showing? Oh, this is sick from Paul. We finally got to see Paul on the Hebo do well. I don't know. I guess we've seen it before, but this was fucking sick. This was nasty. Look at this. Catches the dash. Catches the dash. Normally I don't get much cam stuff. Well, I don't want to show them talking post-game in case they sound frustrated at each other or whatever else. You would have sold them at Mantle CC, yeah. Would you have? Would you have, though? We have a look at it again. Let's have a look at it again, Scream. Let's do some slow analysis. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, you would have. Did he not have beads? Yeah, he had Aegis. He could have Aegis'd it, but he didn't. Yeah, you probably would have. You probably would have, Scream. But you gotta have that mantle timer written down in the chat. Mantle up. Guys, watch out. Just a failing on your part there, I'd say. He did, because it... did he not? I thought he maybe did, because... Yeah, I'm being a dummy. Yeah, no, you were definitely dead. You were definitely dead. There's no way. How's it going? How's it going, dude? It's going good. Yeah, I know. What am I saying? I was like... It's like a Magi's, right? I just turned my brain wrong. Alright, let's look at the Game 3 draft. Let's have a good look at the Game 3 draft. Here are the boys. There he is. Look at him. Look at the young man. Fresh out of school. Ready to frag. Kabom smiling away. Oh, we can't really see Munch. Munch was at this set, right? I fucking love Munch. What a good dog. What a good fucking dog. Anyway, this game, Divios went back to the Hades. That was something we hadn't really seen in this set. I was expecting to see it still. I think it's still a good pick, but I'm glad they're kind of waiting out on it and they're looking for the right game for it, I guess, rather than just default picking stuff. Although they did seem to just default pick Afro, which I think was just flat out wrong against SK. It's just the wrong pick against SK. I think maybe it performs really well in scrims against other teams. But yeah, this draft... Yeah, the issue I have with this draft is the lack of peel for the Zeus. I'm not sure the comp makes that much sense with a Zeus in it. I think the Pele here for Sam was a really good pick against the Zeus. I think it's something that does well. Was Circat banned out of interest? No, it was through all the way. I would have maybe liked to see a Circat on the other side. Can peel, can deal really well with Pele as we saw previously. But yeah, like Sylvanas can peel okay for Zeus with an ult. That's about it. So he's going to get run down. That's kind of inevitable. Maybe that was the plan for Splyce here. Is they're like, right, we have... But again, another thing is... Oh, they did ban it. Oh, it's a good ban. That's a good ban. My bad, I missed that. I don't really love like Zeus and Jing as like a duo backline, kinda. This is maybe my own personal thinking on drafting rather than a universal thing, but I like backliners to kind of do the same thing. My fucking hair is flopping about, dude. Let's not worry about it. Alright, there we go. We'll set and forget. I do not see Pwash more in these games. I think he got nerfed pretty hard, so it kind of sucks. So Jing and Zeus do largely different things, right? So Zeus wants to stand his ground and fight, whereas Jing is really slippery and wants to kind of back out and kite people, which is the issue I have with picking them together. I like backliners that do the same thing. Because then, you know, if you have Sylvanas peeling with two backliners who do the same thing, and then you've got maybe Hades diving and Arachne looking to isolate someone, everybody's got a kind of role. And in team fights, everybody's going to be able to do similar things and run a fight in the way that you want to run it as your comp. But in this comp, I don't think that you can necessarily do that. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. That's just the way I feel about picking a backliner like Zeus. I like to have someone else who can sit there and you know, stand and fight. So yeah, on the other side, again, pretty standard. I like to see Raijin. Raijin, I feel like not had as many picks as he maybe should have this split so far. Achilles again for Belair. Belair, why would you pick anything else? He's looked really good on it. Sam showing his Pele. Fafnir, I think, looked really good again for Neil. Neil hit a lot of stuff. So yeah, let's go into the Game 3 clips. Let's have a look. Oh. Again, Ven just gets caught here. He shouldn't be here on his own. Drops everything he can to try and survive. Just no chance when this Pele is on you. He goes down. And then the next clip I've got for you is a long time later in the game. But again, it's Sam. Absolutely popping off on the Pele. Look at it. It's just fucking hitting everybody with the volcanic lightning. I fucking love it. Divio's trying to back out. Quadra kill for Sam. He's like, give me the penta, give me the penta. I don't know if you guys saw the interview with Zap and Sam. It was great. But yeah. I do have one more clip of Aurora talking. I won't show it. We'll just look at this. Again, nice dive from Sam. And that's that. That's this set. Over and done with. A good, solid set by SK. Splyce, some nice ideas, but I think that they underestimated the ability of SK to win the game in the first 25 minutes. For me. So yeah. Next set is going to be SKV's Renegades. That's the only set we haven't covered, right? Fuck! I said the name! Ooh! SKV's Visa. SKV's Team Visa. Sorry, chat, I've let you all down. Drink every time someone says the name. I'm gonna quickly grab another glass of wine. You guys can look at the schedule while I do. Back in a mo. That wallpaper have a felt texture? Nah, it's just a feature wall. It's just normal. Did he reply to my Twitter? Really? Oh shit. Am I in trouble? Oh dear. Anyway. I'm back. I have a glass of wine. And yeah, we'll do SK versus Team Visa now. Let's have a look at the game 1 draft. We'll just get back into it. Oh, did he go mad? Fuck, man. Do I have to reply? He's really upset, man. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no! Seems a bit triggered. Anyway. Just reply with oof. He's gonna beat the shit out of me, dude. I'm just a keyboard warrior. I'm just a keyboard warrior, and if I came up against a muscular man like him, he'd beat my ass. Which is true, he would beat the shit out of me. But it's entirely irrelevant. Sadly. Right. I'll deal with that in a bit, guys. Let's talk about SK versus Team Visa. So, the two teams that got the 3-0 victories on the first day came up against each other. And I wasn't really sure what was going to happen here. I really didn't expect a 3-0 either way, but that was what we ended up getting. Yeah. Again, you saw Nika get the King Arthur. SK probably shouldn't have done that, but maybe they thought Belair, you know, pretty solid player on the Achilles, looked really impressive. You could be saying the same thing about Belair getting Achilles after those 2 games he had against Splyce. On the other side, Funball prioritizing the Jing Wei, looked absolutely sick on it. Bats for Cherry, a god who's really solid on. See, this is a much better Zeus comp as well. You've got so much peel in it. And they've picked Jing and Zeus together as well, though. That is something I did just say I didn't like, but I do like it because it's Team Visa and they're better. But yeah. On the other side, let's have a look at this comp. Interesting again, like kind of full pressure. Hebo mid, a Wheelix jungle, Cern ADC, Achilles solo, and like they really want to win the game early, as they always do. And yeah, there was some things that I meant to kind of prep for this, but because the YouTube videos aren't up, I couldn't really get the right stuff. But there's what Team Visa did is they set up wards in the right places and they were prepared for invades. Basically, they knew exactly when SK were going to be looking to invade buffs, and they punished it. They have won a set. They won a set against Cryptic. Anyway.
Wasn't ready to go through.
Game. So the first kill was Zap got over aggressive in Joe. Funball was baiting him. He got baited. Raph came over and they picked up the kill. Again, they've looked a lot better, both of them, since starting playing together once again. Yeah, Paul looking solid on the Hebo, as he always does. What else we got? Again, Nika. Look at him go. Like, look at poor Paul. Look at... he's trying so hard, dude. Oh, Jesus. Funball coming in. Again, that was sick setup from Nika, once again. And here's Cherry.
The dog is deuce, man! And the Xingwei, I guess they did okay. Thanks for the carry, boys.
Look at Cherry. You can also tell Cherry's been hitting the gym, by the way. Everyone get a good look at that.
The dog is deuce, man!
He's looking fucking good.
And the Xingwei, I guess they did okay. Good fucking game. Thanks for the carry, boys.
I love Cherry, dude. Fucking Cherry. Oh shit. Is this still game 1 as well? Yeah, this is still game 1. Look at Funball. Aggro as fuck. That auto there, by the way. Oof. Oof, look at this auto. Little 180. Bam! That's sick, dude. That's sick! Anyway. Let's chat about game 2. Game 2 draft. Fucking stupid dumbass elephant. Hate it. But pretty similar picks from Team Visa. This time they get the Capri band away. So they go for Ganesh instead. And they're like, okay. Beat us this time. And on the other side, SK. Almost a full run back as well. They had a Willix last time in that bomb pick slot. I don't love this shit from either side, to be honest. I especially don't love it from SK after they just lost. But that's because I have total PTSD about Solly runbacks, to be honest. So yeah. And now we'll see what Dardez was laughing about in that clip. I don't have... Oh, no, that's the wrong one. This one. Pretty perfectly played by Belair, by the way. That was... I don't know if there's any way he could have played that better. Like, the way he auto-cancelled, the way he moved, like, the way he timed his abilities. I'm not sure if he could have done any better on that. That was fucking sick. Achilles is busted, yeah, agreed, but really cool by the man Belair. But it didn't stop Nika. Here he is, running at Paul again. Paul's like, ah, not again. Why has this happened again? Nika just seems to press W on Achilles, on King Arthur, and looks sick. Funball getting the kill with the Audibo. Nice stuff by him. Repositioning away, making sure he won't go down, and then coming back in as his team regroups. Really nice stuff. Then they chase together as a unit. Really bad ult there from Darius. But, you know, doesn't really matter. And then we get towards the end of the game. Solid lead. Zap got caught. I think on the last push in games 1 and 2, possibly. I think he got caught. So he shouldn't be here on his own. So you've got the wrong 2 players here. Your tanks are over here, clearing a wave or whatever. It should be, I don't know. Someone needs to be around mid, especially when these guys see them grouping up here. They must have seen them a little bit down the lane. And you see the blink just come in from Nika. He gets a stun. Did you see that, by the way? That was a blink King Arthur ult stun. That is fucking sick. That is disgusting. Like, that is really, really disgusting from Nika. Like, oh my goodness. And yeah, that's how they win game 2. That's how they finish it out. Off of that kill, they just run it down. It did feel like SK... The loss for SK was inevitable once they got behind in the mid-late game. It just felt like as soon as an FG went over to Team Visa, I think they just won the game off the first FG in like every single game. It was crazy. Talk about wards. I can't because I don't have the YouTube video yet. It's not up. Genetics. I can't be bothered going on Mixer. That was the issue. I went to do it earlier on, but they're not up. Anyway, let's talk about the Game 3 draft. Again, we've got AMC with Terra. Love to see it. Cabra, I think, was a shit pick here, by the way. Yeah, they did. I don't know. It's kind of funny that Nika changed up his pick without having to as well. He decided to just show another pick. He was like, sure, I'll show you guys I can play Yorm as well. Neat stuff. Yeah, the Cabra wasn't great until the late game. I think he gets his first kill really late on when he just like one-shots the Raijin, which is kind of neat. But yeah, I guess it was that they were worried that they were getting too predictable, which I like to see. I like to see a team just mixing it up. What is it Raph up to in this, by the way? What is he doing? Why are his arms like this? What is he even doing? Yeah. Cool stuff. I don't really want to talk too much about these drafts. I don't really care. Let's just watch the clips. Oh shit. Here's Dardes. Oh, this is sick from Dardes. Look at that. Little CC from Raph. And down he goes. Terra ult used, AMC ult used. Really cool. I think Neilma gets caught off here. Yeah, again, I wanted to show Dardes AMC just being busted. Raph comes in and he's like, that's my kill, bitch. Yeah, Belair again, really strong. Cherry just got kind of shit on in this game. That was, again, sick by Belair, though. We saw his solo kill earlier, and now we're seeing him doing that. I think it's getting to the stage where you just don't want to give Belair Achilles, in my opinion. There's still one more patch of OP Achilles. Look at this wall block, by the way. Zap got his path blocked off by the Terra pillar. Nice stuff. Neilma played really well on the Fafnir in the early game here. Yes, get the kill on Dardes and then catches the dash from Raffer. Because Sam would have died if it weren't for that, I think. That was fucking nasty. But generally, SK just dominated the early game in this one. They finally got it going. Kabrakan was a bad pick, both in terms of the general game and the way you want to pick against SK. But it didn't really end up mattering because, at the end of the day... Oh, solo kill for Zap. Well, he does have Fafnir too on him. But he gets it. Yeah, Cabra's really bad at dealing with invades. Look at this. Poor Cherry, dude. Poor Cherry, just getting fucking murdered. But then this is the fight that changed the game. Like, look how far down they are. Well, they're not that far down on XP and gold, but they like win a fight in mid. They kill like a few people. Then Cherry does this around FG to the Raijin. Look at Paul. Like, what, 70%? 80%? Jesus Christ. Oh, and Cherry baited himself in mid here really well. He took, you know, a lot of attention, got his damage off, and allowed his team to clean up. And then last clip we'll look at will be Dardes. Again, playing really well on the AMC. I don't know how he's so good at using the bees. Like, he's way better than me at just like throwing the bees out. How does he do it? Like, look at the way he like flicks the bees. I feel like they go further than when I flick them. Maybe not on that one. I don't know. I feel like he's really fucking good. What a beast. Anyway, that's that. That's that for the Week 9 analysis. What are my overall thoughts on Week 9? So, Team Visa have shown that they're the real deal. They've shown that they've shown some stuff. They've shown a lot of stuff. You gonna reply to the chapel tweet this week was boring? Yeah, I'll reply in a bit. Give me some time. I don't really know if I need to say anything. I feel like he's kind of embarrassed himself without me replying. I could just reply, you look like Vamana. Trifecta going backwards, yeah. Trifecta, before it looked like they had a good first 10-15 minutes. And now they have like a good first 2 minutes, which is pretty disappointing for them. Regression is not what you want. Yeah, I don't know. On the other hand, SK, hot and cold for them. They looked great against Splyce. They looked superb. But when they came up against Team Visa, that's got to be a disappointing loss to take, especially as that's someone that they really have to compete against in the next split. Anyway, it's time to look at the official esports site. I'll move my face so you guys can see. Official esports site. Of course, on my browser. I won't refresh because that would ruin it. Drink up. There's not a lot more in the bottle, but I gave my little brother a glass as well. The web design prowess. So here we go. Next week's games. We got 2 really hype games and 2 games involving LG. I really hope that this is the week that LG show up and maybe show that they're going to be contenders and show that they're going to try and move up through the ranks, but I just don't see it. I'm sorry, LG fans and LG players and everybody involved with LG, but I just don't think that they can compete. I think that there's too much inexperience in the roster. I don't know if they have a true leader. I feel like their shot calling is a bit of a mess. I don't know. Zale and Kiki have good experience, but I don't feel like either of them's a leader. I could be wrong about Kiki. I don't know too much about Kiki. So yeah, are Set and Horus available in comp now for these games? No. They're available 2 weeks after they're available in ranked, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, I think LG lose both these sets convincingly. 3-0, 3-1. Who cares, really? It doesn't really matter. Are LG actually paying their team this season? I imagine so. I would hope so. And then you've got like 2 really hype sets. You got Team Visa up against Dignitas first. And then you've got PK against Team Visa. So this is really important for everyone involved. So Visa need to prove that they can do it against the real top teams, the big boys. Your big boys right now, there are 3 big boys. It's Rival, it's Dig, and it's PK. They're the big boys, right? And Visa, if they want to count themselves amongst that group, they have to win. Maria's back this week? No, I don't think so, because they will be playing on the previous patch, from what I understand. So if Visa win one of these sets, I think they're there. They've become that top 4 member that previously I would say belonged to Splyce. In my eyes, I thought Splyce were really good with their old roster. But yeah, what I'm expecting, it's really hard to say, honestly. I'm gonna go. So let's go 3-0 PK, 3-0 Rival in the sets against LG. Let's just keep that simple. Even though they might well win a game, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a LAN hotfix. Maybe. Dig versus Visa. I think this is the set that Visa have a better chance of winning. I think that PK looked like they've kind of gotten things together. I think they will be super well prepped and hungry.
You get bees. Everyone
Thank you very much for the
gets a
subscription,
bees.
Midja. Welcome back to the hashtag HeyNation. Much appreciated. Anyway, I think that, yeah, I don't know. I just have this feeling that PK are gonna come out all guns firing. Who took Ven's place on SSG? Ven, Andy moved to mid, and Sino moved to jungle on SSG. And Scream took Sino's place on Splyce. Right, where were we? God, I'm losing my train of thought again. Yeah, I reckon Visa take the Dig set, but then lose to PK. That's what happens in my mind. I think they show a lot more against Dig as well. Dig maybe exploit some weaknesses of Visa to take some games and point those out to PK, giving PK more info. PK will have more info in general. So I reckon I'm going to go 3-2 Visa against Dig and then 3-1 PK up against Visa. So I feel like that's, I don't know, it's a little bit spicy. A little bit interesting. Yeah. That's what I've got. How do you guys feel the next week's gonna go? Anybody got any other hot predictions? Anybody got an LG win? Can someone raise their hand in chat? You got a win for LG. I feel like SSGG are going to lose. Maybe. Visa's players on my power ranking, I put them in the Visa row, where they belong. They'll continue to be there. Feel like I look like Vimana? That's true. Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it from me. I'm gonna send you guys over to the best stream on Twitch. I knew they were streaming. I think you guys should check this stream out. It's my favorite stream. So yeah, any thoughts on Snoopy's performance so far? Real good. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll see you next time. Peace.